Hey everyone, and welcome to my podcast slash TV show, Get Celebritized. I'm so glad you're here tonight because this show is going to be a little different than normal. Normally, I bring in amazing guest hosts or guest celebrities and guest entrepreneurs and men and women that are at the top of their industry in a genre or in a specific category, and they're really amazing at what they do in that industry. And I bring them on here to help you get tips and tools on how to celebritize your business, how to get to the success level that you want to be. And maybe they've been through some obstacles. Maybe they've been through some like really hard obstacles. I had Sheila Swift on, who had a brain tumor and was told she wasn't going to live past 3 months. But oh my gosh, it's been like over 30 years. She's still here and cooking. So what helps them make it through? What helps them become a success despite whatever happens to them? Some people I bring on have huge followings, like 36,000 followers on Instagram or 50,000 on Clubhouse, or they're doing amazing things on YouTube. So I bring them on here so you can learn how to earn more, so you can live more, so you can give back more. If any of you know me at all, you know that my passion is to give more back. Charities are my heroes. They make this world a better place. And I promised God when they took out my vocal cord nerve that I would use my voice to tell good stories about great people doing amazing things. And I can't think of better people than those who either volunteer for nonprofits or are a founder of a nonprofit organization. So normally that's my normal run of show for Get Celebritized, but not tonight. Tonight, we're going to do something different, and I'm going to open up my playbook tonight. I'm going to open up a playbook that I normally only share with my Celebritize Your Business paying clients, the ones that pay to be in my program called Profit from Being You, your unique self. How to help yourself become the voice of your industry, how to become the go-to person of your genre, of your career, of what you do best. Think of the Dr. Axes, the Rachel Rays, the Martha Stewart. Now that's on the A-list level. But why not become the go-to celebrity in your industry, in your community, in your city, in your state, maybe further, maybe the Southeast, maybe the West Coast, maybe Central America. Becoming the go-to person in the industry is so important. So when you walk into a room, whether these days, if it's a virtual Zoom room, a virtual event, or seriously walking into a live room, remember those days? People see you and they say, wow, there's Aurea. She's the Emmy-winning TV show host that celebritizes people's business. She's the one that helps businesses get branded and unstuck and become the go-to celebrity. That's what you want. You want people to say, oh, there she is, or there he is. He does this. He helps these people. So they know the pain you solve. They know who you are, what you do, what your genius is. So you may be thinking, you're overwhelmed, or there's already people doing what you do that have hundreds of thousands of followers, or just maybe several thousand more than you have. Who are you to try to make it now? Who are you to try to get more celebritized? Well, who are you not to? Your voice is really, really important to get out there, because without your voice in the world, we're missing out on your uniqueness. And when I spell out unique, I mean Y-O-U, uniqueness. We all bring something different to the table. We all bring a different personality type. We all bring different experiences, knowledges. So we could be teaching the same topic, and we will teach it differently. We'll teach it in a different way. We will resonate with different types of people. So the world needs you. The world needs you to do and teach on whatever it is that you do. So right now, I want you to stop with the overwhelm. I want to help you clear out the clutter. And I want to help you just for the next, let's say it's about 45 minutes, clearing out the mindset that you may have of why should you do this? Why should you be on a podcast? Why should you host your own podcast? Why should you do your own events? Why should you do a masterclass? or some Instagram lives or Facebook lives, teaching your genius, teaching what you do, teaching about the pain you solve. So if I can help you do that tonight, today, whenever you're listening or watching to this Get Celebritized show, then I have done my job, because that's what I want to do. I want you to stop looking at the rest of the world and how wonderful they are and how, oh, wow, they can do it because, or they're so much better than me because. We're going to stop that right now. And I want to really dig in deep to who you are, what you do, and the opportunities that are here for you, and all the ways that you absolutely can brand yourself and market yourself and become a go-to person in your industry. So let's just say you're not believing you could be the go-to person. Let's start out with you can become a go-to person in your industry. Why not? Let's join the crowd. Let's join the group of people that are known for what you do. Are you a beautician? Are you a massage therapist? Are you a realtor, insurance broker? Are you in the cryptocurrency? Are you in direct sales? Are you in pet care, hair care? What do you do? Whatever you do, there's other people in it. Unless you have invented something that's never been done before or a product that's never been seen before, you're going to have competition. You're going to have people in your industry. But I'm going to give you a couple of tips on what to do with that competition to help you become even more well-known. So hang on to your seats. If you're driving, listen up, because you can listen to this again when you can take notes, because I'm going to give you some great food for thought, some questions you need to ask yourself, and some tips on how you can clear out the clutter, become a go-to celebrity in your industry, whether you have a large following or a small following. That is not going to matter, because you can become more well-known and stop being the best kept secret in the world's life. You've got to become more well-known. It's just the way of the world. How are people going to buy from you if they don't know you sell what you sell, the service you sell, the product you sell? So that is the plan. Let's get people to know who you are so they can seek you out and pay you daily. So let's get you more well-known. Are you ready for this? All right, but I'm going to do something different tonight. So I know you might be listening to this on a podcast or watching this on one of the platforms on TVs, and I'm going to be doing this live. But tonight and every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I go live on Facebook and on YouTube and on E360 TV. But if you go to my Aurea McGarry Productions on Facebook, where we're live right now, I'm going to take some questions from the audience. So if you're ever listening to this and you want to participate in some Q&A, I'll do this sporadically, and I'll go to my Facebook page, Aurea McGarry Productions, and I'll watch the comments. So tonight, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I've got my iPad right here, and I'm going to be watching these comments right now. So as you're listening in, if you have questions, I'm going to be looking. Aurea McGarry Productions on Facebook. I'm also on Aurea McGarry on YouTube. And here we go. All right, so I'm going to start teaching, and then when I see the comments come up, I will stop and I'll say your name, your business, and what your question or comment is. So here we go. But first of all, before we get into some mindset, we're going to talk about some questions you need to ask yourself. If you're a service-based business, answer these questions that relate to that. But if you have products, answer those questions to help you think about their uniqueness. For example, I want you to answer some of these questions or all of these questions. Number one, do you have a proprietary system or services where you service your clients that in a way that nobody else does or has? Do you have something that's proprietary, something that nobody else has? It's unique. Maybe you have a patent on it. I want you to write that down. Is that a yes or is that a no? There's no right or wrong. It's just, it is what it is right now. We're going to dig deeper. What are your levels of education or special education? So in other words, what I teach my clients in Celebritize Your Business and Profit from Being You courses is I help you really realize, what do you do that's different? Is it your pricing is better? Maybe you want to be the least expensive. Maybe you want to be the highest priced, and it's a unique boutique level product or experience, and you only service to that income bracket. That's fantastic. Or do you have an education, a degree that sets you apart? Like some of my friends that are in business and they're in the service business of something to do with counseling or business or finance or some kind of business that it matters that they went to Harvard Business School or they went to Yale or Princeton or Duke. It matters in their industry. So is there a PhD that you have? Is there a degree that you have that sets you apart from a lot of the other people that do what you do? You might be in an industry or sell a service or a product that you don't have to have a degree. Like, let's say you're a coach. Many coaches are able to say they are certified coach of John Maxwell, or they're a certified Tony Robbins coach, which means they went through special training to be taught by that particular person. So people that see that and know they're a coach, it sets them apart. They're not just another coach coming up with their own thing. They've been trained and certified by a specific, well-known qualification, certification, like Tony Robbins, John Maxwell, Les Brown, something like that. That would be known in the industry. Do you have anything like that? It doesn't have to be that big. It could be somebody else in your industry that's got a name for themselves, but maybe not an A-list name. So write down any education or degree or experience or training that you have or participated in that sets you apart. For example, you think about me. I'm in the lifestyle business coaching. I help businesses get unstuck, help them get branded, help them get seen, help them stop being the best kept secret. And I also teach them how to have confidence in video. Teach them how to show up on video professionally, the right way. I teach them how to be a great guest on podcasts, on television shows. I also teach them how to be a great host, what questions to ask, how to move the guest along if they're belaboring a point and you ask them a question, they go on and on and on, how to not let that happen, how to have a hard stop if you have a sponsor. So I teach people camera presence. I teach people how to show up on camera, how to show up as a guest, how to run your own show. I teach all that. But what makes me different? What sets me apart from other people that may do that? I've got an Emmy Award, several TV awards, several Davy Awards, lots of awards for doing TV, for doing interviews. The Emmy Award that I won is for Outstanding Interviewer. That matters when I'm teaching people how to be a good interviewer. That matters to people when I'm trying to teach them how to be a good guest, how to talk in the right sound bites, how to get your point across, how to do the right call to action. So we're not wasting time just being a host and rambling around, or being a guest and you get off the show like, oh my gosh, did I just ramble? I barely had time to say what I wanted to say. Or, oh my gosh, I didn't do my call to action. Oh, I wish I could have a redo. My clients don't have to worry about that because I teach them how to do that. So do you have a special certificate, award, education that sets you apart? Write them all down because they matter. You've spent time, you've spent money, you've spent your intellectual time and brain cells on getting that sort of certification. So make sure you write that down and we'll start using that in your marketing. Let people know that you have those specific things that set you apart. It's really important. Okay. Also, seen on TV. Don't forget, if you've been seen on TV, or if you've been interviewed on any special shows, or you've been quoted in magazines, use those in your marketing. Use those on your website for the rest of your life. Even if you were quoted in Forbes magazine or American Express magazine or Good Housekeeping, you can always put that on your website, as seen in, even if it was just a quote. You were seen in it. Okay. All right. Another thing is, have you traveled to certain places to attain education or experiences in your field? List them all. Maybe you've been overseas to Oxford. Maybe you've studied holistic training over in Tibet, or maybe you've learned how to grow naturopathic plants or macadamia nuts in Hawaii. Does the travel experience make a difference? Write it down. Write it all down. Let me see what I have on the line right now. I see some comments coming in. Oh, I have my dear special friend on the line, Linda Gunter, who is the founder of lovehimlovethem.org. She is passionately helping the people of Haiti. And if you all have watched the news, you know the people of Haiti need your help. They need your prayers. If you want to see what this outstanding woman is doing, that she's been doing for years to help the people of Haiti, you've got to go to lovehimlovethem.org. I'm trying to raise money for my birthday for them, $60,000 to be exact, for my 60th birthday. This charity will be relevant to me and to you and to the people of Haiti forever. Whenever you're watching this or listening to this show, it'll be relevant to go to lovehimlovethem.org and see what they're doing and give if you can. Remember, I try to help people earn more money so they can live a bigger life and so they can give back bigger. But Linda's on right now. And she says, what makes her difference is her good look and her passion. Absolutely. Linda, I love you. She also can always make me laugh. Her passion for the people of Haiti is second to none. She's got a story that you have got to hear. You can go back on one of my podcasts. She was on there, and she will be coming back. You can see her story on our website, lovehimlovethem.org. And as a matter of fact, with that, I'm going to put that banner up right now in honor of her, because they need you. There it is right there. That's her website. Go on. I have vetted this nonprofit. She is salt of the earth. She gets all the supplies down there, hands on the ground, has built a hospital, and they're hurting right now badly. So please keep them in your prayers. If you're thinking about giving, or more, even thinking about giving, think about it today when you're listening to this, to go to that website. She's absolutely amazing. We've got Ro on the line. Hey, Ro, good to see you. And Linda says, amen. Haiti needs our love right now in so many ways. Lovehimlovethem.org. Absolutely phenomenal. I'd love to introduce you to great people, great friends that I know, great clients, and just share the love and introduce you to amazing people. So with that, think about that. Whenever you're feeling down, maybe feeling down about your business or where you're going, it always helps to give. It just cheers you up. Giving really helps the giver even more than the receiver. But make no mistake, those receivers right now, they need water and they need food. So please consider giving to them tonight. And Linda's online. She'll be asking some great questions. I love you so much, Linda. All right, anybody else on the line? Keep on coming. Ask me questions and comments. I love it. I love it. All right, now another thing you want to think about is what awards or accolades have you achieved? Went over that a little bit. That sets you apart. And don't forget about things you might have won that you're just kind of forgetting about. Maybe you did a beauty pageant. Maybe you won a weightlifting championship. Anything to show that you're excellent at something. Maybe you've won a marathon. Maybe you do marathons or triathlons. Even if that's not your business, maybe you're just, say Jessica, maybe you're a coach in another industry, whether it's business coach or taxes or finances, but you run marathons, you run triathlons. That shows a level of excellence and determination and dedication that matters for a coach, whatever you coach in. So don't forget about those things that still matter, even though they're not maybe right in your realm of genius and what you teach. People can tell a lot about you by the hobbies that you do, the dedication that you have. You all know, if you know me at all, you know that I love animals and I love wildlife. I don't teach on that. That has nothing to do with my business. But, animal lovers, we've got a kindred spirit. People may just want to work with me because they know I love animals and that I love nonprofits. That could matter to them when they're choosing to work with a coach, a lifestyle coach, or a coach to help them become more celebritized. When there's other people that can get you media, there's other people that can get you, confidence on camera, sure. But they may pick me because they see my hobby and interest is I tame chipmunks, or I won my Emmy for hugging bears and cougars at the Noah's Ark Rehabilitation Center. So let people know what you do and what excellence you achieve in your hobbies and interests. It matters. All right, on that, also, do you have a unique style of service that's all your own? So maybe you're a dietitian, or maybe you're a weight loss coach, but you have a specific way that you get your clients' results. That you need to put the spotlight on. Your formula, without giving away the formula, without them paying, you're letting people know that you have a specific formula that works faster, or that works long term, that works so you never gain the weight back if you stick with the program, or you never have to say the word diet again, or eat all the chocolate you want and you'll still lose weight. I mean, if that's your jam, then great, right? So you're letting people know you have some secret sauce that solves the pain they have. So let people know about that. Is it the process? Is it your playbook? Is it the way you do the business? So again, it could be whether it's finances, or whether it's health and fitness, or whether it's diet, exercise, finances, beauty, hair, whatever. If you have a special way of doing it, let people know. Write it down. Write down all your special nuances. Also, do you have a trademark on a product or a patent? Of course, that makes you a step above if that's relevant. If you're in direct sales, does your product have something above all else? I deal with a lot of people that now are in the CBD industry, and many of them will tell me the difference. Oh, ours is only grown in America. Ours is pesticide free, and here's the video of their their plantations that grow it. We grow it right here in the US, or we grow it in the Alps of Switzerland. They're always telling me things that make them different than everybody else. We're the first, we're the best seller, we're the largest, we're the newest, but the most organic. Make sure what you're saying is true and then run with it. Let people know right away why your CBD product. Maybe, remember when I did Mary Kay, many of you know that I did Mary Kay Cosmetics and won pink Cadillacs and diamonds and, queen of sales and recruiting and, all this great stuff, led you very large units. And it was always about Mary Kay being the number one best-selling brand when I was doing it, but it was also about my service. You can buy skincare anywhere. You can buy lipstick anywhere, but it wouldn't come with my service, my delivery, my free gift with purchase, my follow-up, my helping you when your daughter gets married, doing her makeup for free. There were so many great perks by having me be your beauty consultant that you wouldn't get from the department store. Let people know what makes you different, what makes you unique. And it might just be your service. It might just be the product line's accolades. So write these down, spotlight them in your social media. Let people know, here's what makes us different. Here's what makes me different. Because again, don't get caught up in, so many people are doing what I'm doing. What makes, how can I get into the big pond? This is how you do it. This is how you do it, and you do it with passion and gusto. Linda Gunter, love him, love them.org foundation. She is not the only nonprofit that helps Haiti, but I'll tell you what, she is the most passionate, the most amazing woman that talks about this from her heart because of the story that you have got to hear. That if you go to her website, you will hear her story. And it doesn't matter if there's 1,000 people doing a nonprofit to help Haiti. She's glad there is, because she can't save the world. So they collaborate together, work together to save the people of Haiti and the orphans. And they all have their niche. Linda was helping the orphans of Haiti and built a hospital last year. Now, with everything that's happened, she's trying to help everyone in Haiti. And so are lots of other nonprofits. But why do I hook on to hers? Because I know her. I know her integrity. I know her passion. I know she's adopted and taken in so many of the Haitian children, and her best friend's 5 children that were from Haiti that she's been raising. They're absolutely the most amazing children that have grown up, the most amazing adults you ever want to meet. And I know she doesn't take any paychecks. The only people getting paid are the ones in Haiti, and they have very low cost, and more money on every dollar goes to the exact cause you're given to than anyone else I know. So there's so many nuances I know about her nonprofit. That's why I'm so passionate about jumping on it. So you want people like me, passionate about what you do, knowing what makes you different. So I can go on all day long about Linda Gunter and how she is different in her organization, giving back to those people in Haiti, and how I know, have a million%, I know that money gets to where it needs to go, that those children are fed, that the supplies get to them, because she would lay down her life to make sure they do. There's no middleman. There's no hope, stuff going on that you can see in some other nonprofits where you're wondering how much actually goes to the cause. So you want to have a business like that where your customers, they rave about you, and you don't have to pay them to do that. They know you are the best customer service. You deliver results. Your product delivers results. And you've got this and this and this that's different, that sets you apart, and your customers know it, and they brag about you because of it. That's what you want. That's what celebritizing your business is all about. And if you want more of that, you want to know exactly how to implement this, then you can go to celebritizedyourbusiness.com and join up in my free masterclass. Whenever you're listening to this, it is an ongoing once a month masterclass that I do. So just go to celebritizedyourbusiness.com. I'll put it up on screen, and register for free for my masterclass, and I will dive in deep to how you are so unique and why the world needs you to get into the game. And it's not as hard as you think. And I help you do that. And tonight's all about me getting this into your head that you are amazing. The world needs you to show up, and to show up bigger. So if you're on this, if you're on Facebook, Linda's all over this. I love Linda. Linda's saying good stuff. And yes, yes, yes. And Linda Gunter is watching. I love you. And Charlene jumped on. Charlene McGregor is an HGI Financial. She is amazing. One of my clients as well. She goes, great. Okay, she might have a question. Let's see, how would you incorporate the love of helping a nonprofit into financial services? Oh, Charlene McGregor loves Linda Gunter and love him, love them. Our community, my clients become really close and they help each other. It's a community of amazing women right now that really want to help themselves, help each other. And Charlene's got a great question. What do I always say? If you earn more, you can live more and then you can give back more. We have an obligation to be successful, especially if you're living in a country and a city where you're allowed to do that. Unlike Haiti, where even they want to make more themselves, they are in such a bad position right now that there's no opportunity. The president just got assassinated. They just had an earthquake. They're having floods. They're running for their lives from the mobs and the gangs, and it's just horrific. They can't just start, an online course. They can't do what we can do. So I feel it's our obligation that God's given us to always help the poor, always help people that don't have opportunity just by chance of where they were born. So Charlene, great question. We can help them by being successful and giving back to them, because yes, they love our elbow grease. Yes, they love for us to donate our old shoes and clothing and all that. They need supplies. You can go on to any of the nonprofits' website and see what they need. Go to Noah's Ark and you can see all the supplies the animals need, the bags of feed, the bags of this, the dog food, the cat food, whatever. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a nonprofit out there that you would love and want to give back to that doesn't need your cash money. So if you don't need any more money, you've got plenty of money, great. Make more so you can give back more, because there's people out there that need it. So Charlene, what I would say that Linda needs is to ask Linda, what do you need? How can I help you? And I encourage all of you to go to your favorite nonprofit, to your favorite cause, call them up today and say, hey, I'm really going to jump into my business like Cindy Stewart did with our travel agent, Cindy Stewart. She is an amazing travel agent, and she's dedicated a percentage of all of her sales this entire quarter to Linda and our cause for Haiti for my birthday. And she's going to be giving back so much money by taking a percentage of her sales for a duration of time. You can do it for a month, you can do it for a quarter, you can do it for 2 consecutive quarters, you can do it for a year. So there's ways to do that, as well as don't forget to make your favorite nonprofit. Mine right now is lovehimlovethem.org on your Amazon Smile. Make sure your nonprofit is registered with Amazon Smile. So every time you shop, Amazon donates back to your charity of choice that you've clicked on, that you say, I want to give back to them. Doesn't cost you anything. Every time I shop, and I shop a lot on Amazon, it goes right. There's a percentage that Amazon gives to lovehimlovethem.org, because I've clicked on that as my charity of choice for now. So do that. And Charlene, with that, you were asking how you can incorporate that love to your finances. Give back. Make more so you can give back more. Teach people, because Charlene teaches finances on how to, have tax-free retirement, how to have living benefits. In your teaching, Charlene, in your courses that you're going to be teaching, in your Instagram lives or Facebook lives, you all could be teaching how to be more financially savvy so other people can save money, so other people can invest their money wisely so they have more to give back. Because everybody I know has a favorite charity, has a favorite cause. And if they don't, you can jump onto mine, because I have some great nonprofits, as you can tell, that are good people doing good work without the middleman, that give back over 95 cents on every dollar back to the cause and more. So that's what I say to do. Really become successful so you can give back and teach your clients how to be more successful if you're in the financial industry. What a great thing to do. Teach them how to be more successful. Teach them how to make more money for themselves and for their favorite charity. And you can talk to them about, what you're doing for the people of Haiti. Haiti is big in the news right now, and I have a feeling it's going to be big in the news for quite some time. And whenever you hear this or see this, it doesn't matter if it's 5 years from now. We're right now in September 2021, but dollars to donuts, if you're listening to this 5 years down the road, Haiti's still going to need your help. It will always need your help. So this will be a timeless podcast, timeless show with a timeless charity involved. Linda Gunter's been doing this for many, many years. Linda, how long have you been doing this? Can you put how many years it was that you adopted your best friend's children because she was murdered, and you adopted her 5 children from Haiti? How many years ago was that? Because Linda's not going anywhere. I guarantee you're watching this 5 or 10 years down the road, she'll still be helping the people of Haiti. So let's see if she says, Linda, just let me know in the comments how long you've been doing this. All right, with that, what makes your product better or different? And do you have a one-of-a-kind product? So we've talked a lot about what makes you unique, what makes your product unique, what make maybe your services unique. So make a list of those because those are important. And you will probably surprise yourself when you start writing these things down. You will realize how great you really are, how great your products really are, and how different and unique. Even if you sell cosmetics, which is you think, oh, everybody sells cosmetics. But the things that make you unique, your cosmetic unique, your service, where they were made, what's in them, what's not in them. And again, the services that you provide, because nobody else is you and nobody else can be you doing what you do. So that sets you apart right there. Let's see. Okay, Linda's been doing this since 2007. So this is not a fly-by-night nonprofit organization. This isn't something just popped up because the president was assassinated this summer in 2021. She's been doing this for a very long time. And I have to tell you, I know her personally. I hug her personally. She's a dear friend, and her passion is so immense. So I hope your passion for what you do is just as immense as Linda Gunter is for her nonprofit. And if you're a nonprofit or you have a nonprofit, let them know about me because I love teaching and helping nonprofits become the go-to nonprofit in their industry, whether they're saving animals, whether they're trying to cure breast cancer or stop human trafficking, because it's important that our nonprofits get the spotlight. And I promised God when they took out my vocal cord nerve, when I had my cancer surgery in 99, that I'd be the voice for nonprofits. So nonprofits, come to celebritizedyourbusiness.com. I want to help you get the spotlight on you. I want to help you get your stories out there. I want to help you get in the media so people know who you are, the people you serve, the animals you serve, the children you serve, the disease, the cause that you serve, because you deserve the limelight as well as the profit ones do. So please tell your friends that I am the person for them to know if they're a nonprofit. I absolutely love to help nonprofit organizations get seen, get heard, get their voices and causes out there. So please help me spread that word and send them right to celebritizedyourbusiness.com and have them hook into me because I do a lot of free training as well as my paid programs as well. So, okay, with that, let's see any more questions. If you have any questions, put your questions in. We're on Aurea McGarry Productions on Facebook, but you can also follow me on Aurea McGarry Productions on Instagram and Aurea McGarry on Clubhouse. I'm everywhere, and you need to be too. So let's talk about the next thing on my list. I'm waiting to see if there's any questions. All right, mindset. Mindset's really important because you have a service, you have a product, you're in a business, you have your own business, but I want to go back to your why because this is what will help you when times get tough. And trust me, when you're in a business, especially an entrepreneur, many times that's a solopreneur. You know, it can be lonely being an entrepreneur, working from home now, especially, and not going into an office where you've got quotas and you get to clock in, you get to clock out. You don't get that as an entrepreneur. You have to be your own best boss. And I remember Mary Kay used to tell us, the good thing about your business is you're your own boss. The worst thing about your business is you have to be your own boss, which means you have to have the mindset and the why that is so strong that heck or high water will not stop you. And we're not just talking about you're having a bad day, you had low sales. We're talking about when everything hits the fan that you don't even think about quitting because you love what you do so much, but that your why is so big that even when you don't love what you're doing for that day or that week or even that month, that you keep doing it anyway. Let me give you an example. As I'm looking, where would you say someone should start to get the word out locally? Oh, Aaliyah, it's a great question. I'm going to finish my sentence and I'll come right to you, Aaliyah. Aaliyah's got a great question. Aaliyah, put in here what you do as well, and then I'll answer your question. Put what business you're in. So have a big why. And let me tell you my first why when I became an entrepreneur for the first time. My oldest daughter, Angel, she's now 30. Well, I'm going to say something. I could say her age on the air. But back in the day when she was 4, I had 1 year to put her into Christian private school, which was my big why. I had one daughter at the time. I wanted to go to private school, and I wanted to send her to the Christian private school near us that I wanted her to go to more than anything. So that was one of my big whys. Also, back then, I was being abused. I was in a domestic violence situation, mostly verbal, but which very bad. And I wanted my own car. I wanted my own $5 to call my own, but I wanted a car so I wasn't stranded anymore. So I had 1 year to put my daughter in private Christian kindergarten. That year was going to come and go no matter what I did. I had that time frame of kindergarten going to start. If I don't do something, my dream of her being in private school is not going to happen. Nothing wrong with public. I'm just saying that was my why. And my other why was I needed a car because I didn't have one at the time because he would take the car every day and leave me stranded. So my why was really big. So when I got into Mary Kay, not liking women at the time, not even knowing anything about makeup, of course, I was going to have some bad days because none of that made any sense. But I knew they gave away free cars. So I got in. Little did I know I'd fall in love with women, and they were just so amazing, still are. I just didn't know the right women back growing up in New York and show business. It's a totally different world. I got into Mary Kay and moved south and just started getting to know real women, real people. So anyway, with my why being so strong, I had a time limit on it. So what's your time limit on your why? Is it retirement? Is it college for your kids? Is it a trip you want to take and it's got a date? You have to have a big why. I mean, a really big why that nothing is going to stop you, and it can't be somebody else's why. Nobody could stop me from that. So as I was being abused every day, screamed at, yelled at, cursed at, told I'll never do this, I'll never win a car, it would be impossible. Who am I to win a car? I don't know makeup. I don't know anything. But I did it anyway. And in 1 year, I had that car in my driveway and I had cash in the bank. My little girl went to private Christian school, paid for by me in a free company car. And then a few months later, I was able to take that money, take that car and use it as a getaway car to drive away from abuse and never look back. That's what I'm talking about, big whys. This is your mindset. Why are you doing what you're doing? Because when you have bad days, I mean, I got cancer, and that would be a reason to throw in the towel. But I made more during that time because it was my livelihood. And I brought along with me to the hospitals, and I brought along with me during chemo. So I wasn't going to let chemo stop me. I wasn't going to let throwing up 18 times a day stop me. I didn't let divorce stop me. My why was bigger than that. I wasn't just doing it to what some people say peddle cosmetics. It was my livelihood. So is what you're doing going to be your livelihood? Do you want your dream to come true more than anything? What is your why? Write it down. Then make sure it's big and make sure it has a date on it, because someday is not a day of the week. So you cannot say, oh, I'm going to retire someday, or I'm going to go on that trip someday. Someday's not a day of the week. So let me see what Aaliyah Rivas has a question. And she says, I'm Aaliyah Rivas. I am okay, well, I gotta open this up. I'm a mompreneur in the health and wellness industry. I know you, Aaliyah. So great to see you. It's my Clubhouse friends. If you guys aren't on Clubhouse, you're missing out on Clubhouse. Let me put up a Clubhouse. Aurea McGarry on Clubhouse, and Celebritized Your Business is a club on Clubhouse. So come on over. The water's great. You meet the coolest people. So Aaliyah, new friend from there, has a question. Is in the health and wellness industry. I use my platform to promote faith, family, strengthening, and teaching about essential oils for abundant health. That's great. Do you have a name of the company? I'd love to know it. I'll say it on the air. So where would you say someone should start to get the word out locally? I use my nursing degree to fuel my message and my faith to live the mood and bring in truth. Well, I love that you use your nursing degree. That's fantastic, because this day and age, that nursing degree really matters. People really take notice. Remember what I said the whole beginning of this podcast, this show? What's your credentials that set you apart? What makes you a better expert than somebody else? So the fact that you're in essential oils and health and wellness, you don't have to be a nurse to do that. There's thousands of people that are in health and wellness and they don't have a nursing degree. So right there is something that sets you apart as an expert in a higher level. So definitely use that. And what to help you get the word out locally? You don't have to do locally anymore. Remember that social media is everywhere. So think of locally as starting out small, getting followers on Clubhouse, starting your rooms on Clubhouse, starting, and I'm going to say this again, I say this all the time in my programs, video is king. So start doing stories, start doing reels, start doing Instagram lives or Facebook lives, and start where you're most comfortable so you can blossom. Because right now, locally means let more people know on social media who you are, what you do, and all about the pain you solve. And Aaliyah, I'd absolutely let them know about your nursing degree. Remember what I talked about? The 80-20 rule. So 80% of the time you're giving them knowledge, showing them different reasons, why lavender is so good or why this does that. And then 20% of the time, and always in your bio, let them know that you're a nurse and let them know that, because of my nursing degree, I really understand why this is better than this or why this really works to help relieve stress. Because when I was a nurse, I learned about stress and I learned about this. So you intertwine it into what you talk about. But video is king now. You may or may not know that Instagram has made the announcement they no longer want to be a picture catalog. They want video. They want to compete with TikTok. So you got to put some videos out there and some reels and some stories and some Instagram lives because they will push those out. So that's how you get more eyeballs on you. You utilize each platform the way they want to be utilized. You may not know this. Facebook wants people to use Facebook groups. There, if you might notice your Facebook post or your lives aren't getting the reach they used to, they changed some of the algorithms, but Facebook groups is where they're pushing. So if you get a lot of engagement in a group about essential oils and you start one, and you start getting people to interact with you and engage with you and you ask them questions, remember, don't always talk to your audience. Ask them questions. Let them answer because the comment section is the most important. And when they make a comment, you comment back and get it going. Comment with another question. Keep the thread going. The more it goes, especially on the first day it was posted, the more Facebook will push it out. Same with Instagram. That first hour is critical. That first day is critical to get people commenting, engaging, sharing. So it's all about that social media family and that social media dynamic. So instead of getting overwhelmed, pick one that you love and start doing it every day. Let your genius show. And then don't forget, Aaliyah, I think you're really good at this already. Let them know your hobbies and interests. And Aaliyah, you show your family. I love that because people love to see what makes you you. Again, profit from being you means let people know more about you. Y'all know I love animals. You all know I love nonprofits. People know some personal things about me. It makes you real. It makes you more accessible. And you do business with people you like. Will I ever be, I won't ever, I don't want to say won't ever, but I'm not Oprah. But I'm in the industry of being a talk show host. But what makes me different, unique that people want to work with me? Besides, maybe they can't get in touch with Oprah. You can get in touch with me, so that's the point. But what makes me different is people know about who I am. People know who Oprah is and about her family, her history, her hard knocks, life, and she still made it. It's important to know who you are and your livelihood. Not all your dirty laundry, but your experiences, your family, your love, your passion, your hobby. So show those off too in your videos, your reels, and your stories. You'll be surprised how quickly people start coming to you. But here's the caveat. And Aaliyah, I'm glad you asked this question. And I love, you guys should look up Aaliyah Rivas. It's Rivas. She's wonderful. She's Christian entrepreneur, mompreneur with a family, and she's in essential oils, and she's just wonderful. Just met her and really enjoyed getting to know her. But here's the caveat. Here's what a lot of women don't do. We spend a lot of time doing the fluff and doing the fun things and letting people know all about our service and what we do, but we forget the call to action. We forget to tell people, oh, you can buy this. Oh, really? It's not a given. You've got to give people a call to action. One day you might say, hey, if you learned a tip today, let me know. Leave me a comment. Like my post. The next day it might be, if you want more information about the essential oils and how you can relieve stress when you're pregnant, then go to my website, go to my link in bio, and I have a free masterclass coming up, leading them somewhere, different places throughout the 7 days. Another time might be, if you have kids, give me a like, show me a picture, tell me what you do. Tell me your best tip on getting kids to go to bed. I use a lavender face mask. What do you use? Ask people, do a poll. Remember, utilize as many bells and whistles that the platform has. Instagram is really great right now. They've, so is Facebook, but I'm just loving Instagram. It's connected to Clubhouse. It's really doing more right now for me. So I've picked kind of like my favorites, but if it's TikTok, whatever it is, use their bells and whistles. Use their music, use their polls, use their location. You not on every single one, but use several on each and every post. I always use a location. I always try to use music. I always try to do something where I ask a question, but one day do a poll, next day do a GIF or GIF, whatever you call them. Always use music, even if it's faintly in the background, because the more of those you use, the more that platform will push you out. So it's organic reach, but you got to be consistent. You got to do it every day. I'm sorry. The days of doing it once a week are over. Get those videos out. You all can do a 15 or 30-second tip every single day, or a 15, 30-second inspirational something, or showing us how to make a cappuccino, if that's, if you do coffees, or showing us what an essential oil is. Your favorite essential oil today is, why you love it. 30 seconds. You can do that. You can batch content. Make one day out of the week, the day you do all of your reels, all of your stuff, all your videos, put them in the drafts and just pop them out every day after that. You can make this easier than it seems. And that's what I teach in my program too. I show you how to batch content. I show you how to repurpose. You can do one video, like what I'm doing with my podcast right now. It gets repurposed. I mean, I could have a month's worth of reels and stories and videos just from this night alone, from the clips I could take and do take right out of this. And I like repurpose IO, repurpose IO or OI. I forgot off the top, but go to repurpose.oi. IO. Now I look silly. Hold on. Hold, please. Let me look it up. I know it's here. Hold on. I've got it here. It's repurpose, and it's such an easy way to repurpose. And I'm just going to go off for a second so you know what it is. Repurpose. Repurpose.io. There we go. See, you too can do this. And it's a great way to take clips and then just inch them down. It's simple. It's user-friendly. Anyone can do it, and it's reasonably priced. So repurpose. Life doesn't have to be so hard. This does not have to be complicated. But if you want to know how to really sort it out and go through the steps to know how to do this, go to celebritizeyourbusiness.com, and my next masterclass will be coming up, and you can get in on it, and I will help you make sense of it all and get rid of the clutter and get you unstuck. Because this isn't going to be a one night, I listened to the podcast and I'm good. It really is a process, and I'm here to help you. That's why I'm here. And if you work with me, there's going to be many reasons why you do work with me, because you like my personality type. You like things about me. You like that, I love nonprofits. You like that I talk fast or I'm energetic, whatever it is. You'll work with me for many different reasons, just like people will work with you for many different reasons, and a lot of reasons all combined. You are exactly who you need to be to attract exactly who needs to work with you. So just start letting people see you. Let people start hearing you. Let them start. This is my favorite. Write this down. Y'all ready for this? This is important. People need to experience you on social media, not just see you or see a post or see a picture. They need to experience you, which means see you in action, see you in a clip, see you in a video. You don't have to be made up every time. You've seen the reels, you've seen the TikToks. You can be no makeup, a ponytail, and be outdoors and give them a tip about something about the industry that you're in. People like that. Especially after the pandemic, we've gotten so much more casual where you don't have to be dressed up all the time. As a matter of fact, people like it when you're not. They like the mudslinging going around, the cupcakes flying, and the essential oils spilling. It's all good. So enjoy that. So if anything, the pandemic did good for, it made videos so much more accessible where you don't have to be a professional with, all the bells and whistles and the studios, the expense and the locations. Get your phone out. 30 seconds. Every day. I challenge you. If you accept that challenge, let me know. 30 seconds every day. Get on camera. If you want to know how to do it or what to do or what to talk about, connect with me. I'll be happy to share with you. Repurpose. Okay. It's repurpose. I even forget it again. Hold on. Going back over. Don't move. Where'd it go? Repurpose. Repurpose IO. I'm going to remember that. Okay. Repurpose IO. All right, let's see. Video is king. Yep, Aaliyah. Great. Facebook groups. I love you writing all this down. People like casual. Aaliyah, thank you so much. All right, you guys are doing great. See if there's any more questions. Let's see. Got Linda, got Charlene, I got Aaliyah Rivas. That's wonderful. We are on Aurea Aurea McGarry Productions live on Facebook right now. I'm down to like the last 3 or 4 minutes. If you have a question, let me know. Charlene, being real and authentic, give value always. Absolutely. You guys are putting down some great notes down here for me, so we can go back to this and look at the notes. So I hope this is helping. If this is helping, my call to action is like it, comment on it. When this goes to podcast, Get Celebritized podcast, go to it, search it, listen to my podcast, listen to the guests I have on. It's all about helping you earn more so you can live more, so you can give back more. And if you don't have a favorite nonprofit, call me. I have some wonderful ones. Right now, my featured nonprofit is lovehimlovethem.org, helping the people of Haiti. They really need us now more than ever. But go to my podcast. I'm on Spotify, Apple iTunes. Get Celebritized. Search it, listen to it, wherever you listen to podcasts and enjoy. Like it, share it, upload it, download it, whatever the word is. Give me some digital currency love, and I'll give it back to you. Direct message me too on Instagram. Say hi to me. Let me know you heard this or saw this or what you liked. Talk to me. And then again, talk to your future clients. Engage. It's so important to answer your DMs, answer your private messages on Facebook, ask people questions, ask them engaging questions about whatever it is you're teaching. Instead of just talking to them, ask them their opinion, ask them what they think, ask them what they would do, ask them for their best advice, their best tip, because people, again, don't care what you do. They care how you make them feel. Mary Kay Ash used to always tell us that everyone wears an invisible sign that says, make me feel special. So make your audience feel special. They are special. So teach them, inspire them, make them laugh, make them cry, but most importantly, make them feel special and ask for their input. And another thing I've always learned is people support that which they help to create. Let me say that one again. People support that which they help to create. And by them helping you create engagement and create dialogue in social media, they're going to engage even more because they're a part of the conversation. They're a part of the engagement. That's why you love to get those long threads of engagement and conversation. So don't cut it off. Don't make it a yes or no question. Make it something an open-ended. What would you do? What is your favorite? What is your least favorite? Whatever it is you're asking that has to do with your industry and your career. Then there's other times when you're saying, hey, come to my masterclass, or hey, buy my product, or I'm having a holiday special. That's good too. But throughout the week, ask them for their feedback and take their feedback and acknowledge them. Say their name. Let them know. You hear them, you see them. And right now, I am looking to see if we have any more questions. You guys are doing good. Make you feel special. Oh, you guys are just so interactive tonight. I love it. All right, this is Get Celebritized show podcast. So glad you guys were here with me tonight. Next week, I'll be having some more guests. But let me know this. I'm going to ask you all a question. Did you like this format? This is the first time I've done it like this on my Get Celebritized podcast show, where I took this hour to pour into you my expertise. I didn't have a guest. Do you like this? Do you want me to do this more often and intertwine it with some weeks having a guest, some weeks me pouring into you and answering your questions using Facebook Live? So if you liked it, let me know. Want me to do it more often? Let me know. Or, hey, if you rather have guests on here and rather have me interviewing people, let me know. I want your input. I really do. So let me know what you thought about this. And also let me know if there's a topic on media, branding, getting unstuck, making sense of social media that you want to know about, that you want me to talk about, either myself or bring in some experts for you. I do have a social media expert coming on really soon. I've rescheduled her, so look out for that. And I have some other podcasters coming on, and I have an A-list celebrity coming on. I can't tell you who it is yet, but it's going to be big and it's going to be amazing. Hopefully it'll be October or November. Shh, mom's the word. We're talking an A-list celebrity. I'm so excited. Plus a multi-millionaire who's just shy of a billionaire is coming on as well to give his expertise on how to make the millions and how to make money in this platform, in this crazy world right now. And how you can do it. So I'm really excited about what's to come. So if you like this, great, let me know. And you like this format, Charlie, great. And I'm glad you did. Of course, I'll always have guests. But if you like this one, I won't just do it, every once in a while, I'll make it a regular thing. So if you'd also like to be on my podcast, you can apply. If you are an expert in your industry and you've achieved great success, great financial success, because that matters when people want to take advice from people who have really been there and done that and have reached a level of success at a high end. If that's you or somebody you know, DM me, let me know, and we'll get you into the application process of possibly being a guest on Get Celebritized. So until next time, I absolutely love you. Go out there and earn more so you can live more, so you can give back more and become the go-to celebrity in your industry, because you deserve it. Your voice matters. Get out there, let people see you, hear you, and experience you. Remember, video is king, even if it's just 15 seconds every day. You can do this. I believe in you. Hang with the winners. You are a winner, and you even believe more in yourself that you're a winner. All right. I am going to be signing off. I'm looking over at Aurea McGarry Productions on Facebook. No more questions. Charlene, Aaliyah, Linda, it's been so great having you tonight. And we'll be sharing this and coming back for more. This is Aurea McGarry signing off from Get Celebritized. Until next time, every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I am live right here on Aurea McGarry Productions on Facebook, Aurea McGarry on YouTube, and E360 TV. Signing off for the night. Mwah. Happy fall, y'all. Whenever you're watching this, it was fall tonight. Have a great day. See you next time. Go out and be the voice. Mwah. Love you.